There's a massive issue which I see with a lot of guys right now in 2025, and it's the exact thing that could make or break them when it comes to actually achieving a world-class life for themselves. Health, wealth, love, happiness, the core four. And that's always going to stem back to your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, and your behaviours, your subconscious mind. 95% of your thoughts are subconscious, guys. And right now, you might feel like you're doing all the right things, but you've got no real concrete plans in place. And if you want to make the rest of 2025 extremely successful, then I'd strap right in. Because you're either playing the game right now, the game of life, boom, to win, or not to lose. It's one or the other, right? One or the other. The guys that are just playing not to lose, they think they're being smart, playing it safe, being more strategic, taking their time, but they actually have no real concrete goals in place, no real mission, no real vision. They're trapped in this horrible state of societal norms, keeping up with the Joneses, always just kicking the can down the road. They're literally in the clouds, right? You've got heaven, you've got hell, you've got the clouds, you've got like, you know, tier 1, 2, and 3. This is where a lot of people operate in this midline, which is like neutrality, right? Nothing's good, nothing's great, it's just okay. You see this a lot in the UK, right? People are just plodding along, taking their time with everything, right? And I don't like that. I don't like that. I would actually rather loop it around and be in hell, where there is a lot of flames burning my ass every single day to move at fucking speed and pace to drive my life forward to actually achieve somewhat level of success, whether it be with my health, wealth, love, or happiness, you know, those core 4 areas. Because you can't have heaven, let's say, up here without hell. It's two sides of the coin. It's simple, right? You can't have the green side without the red side. You need to go through the shit before you get to the good bit. Okay, so you have to understand what side of the coin are you playing at, okay, right now? And then deep it even further and realize if you're just not even on either side, you're just in the middle playing it safe, then you're just watching from the sidelines. You know, the guys that are winning, right? The people that are winning are taking risks every single day, right? They have real goals, a concrete plan of action. They implement like a motherfucker and they're not scared. They don't fear failure. Whereas the guys that are playing just not to lose, they're scared of judgment. They have low to no self-belief. They're scared to take action. They're worried about what other people think. They're in their own head. That thing I spoke about, the subconscious stuff, 95% of your thoughts are subconscious. They're inherited. They're almost like based upon environment. So we have to look up here if we want to change any of this down here, right? So first and foremost, beliefs, okay? This quadrant, beliefs. What do you actually believe to be true in your life? What beliefs are holding you back? Do you actually believe that making, let's say, £35,000 a year is the peak of your existence? Do you actually believe that you'll never have a six-pack? Really? Okay, interesting. Do you believe you actually don't have enough time right now, time, money, energy? Do you actually believe you don't have enough time to exercise, train, eat healthy? Do you believe that if you don't just keep spinning your plates the way you're spinning them, then the world will come crashing down, your missus will leave you, even though she's only a 6 out of 10, and you have to go back and stay with your mum? Like, a lot of people are operating from fear over love, okay? Like, imagine you're at the other side of the screen right now and you're like, oh, Lewis, I'm so dehydrated, could really do with a bottle of water. And I was like, yep, here's a bottle of water, it's £5. I'm doing that from fear because I feel like I'm losing something, right? Whereas if I'm doing it from love, I'd be like, dude, 100%, take my water right now. I'm actually good. It's fucking incredible. It's ice cold. Take it, go. I'm here to help you, right? I'm in an abundant headspace. I'm thinking clearly, thinking laterally, right? Because your level of success will never outweigh your self-development. So my success is up here. I have to stack my self-development. I can see it laterally. I feel confident. I'm abundant with that because I feel like I'm going to get there. I believe that I'm going to get there. But if you don't believe you're going to get what you truly want in life, you're always going to play it small. You're always going to operate from fear over love, which is one of the most negative frequencies, guys. Guilt, shame, fear, all of this stuff will keep you in a very dark, contracted place and space. And you're going to be operating well below neutral, feeling all doom and gloom, and just continue watching the winners, watching the guys play on the pitch, getting the bumps and bruises, taking their fucking shot, trying to shoot their goals, and you're just sitting there nice and clean, not a scratch on you, like, yeah, well, nobody will remember my name, and I'm okay with that. Like, you weren't put in this planet for that to be the case, bro. So stop believing that, right? There's so much more. All you need to do is stack some quick wins, start moving forward and start changing your attitude, right? Changing your environment, changing what you believe to be true by getting around the right guys, the right people, being held to a higher standard so you can think differently around what you believe in yourself. A lot of my clients that come on board, guys, they lack belief at the start. They're well obese. They maybe haven't built a business yet. You know, they feel awful. They're not where they want to be. They don't have the evidence or the proof to back themselves to believe in themselves. But once we install the belief systems, right, once we get them winning, then they start believing more and they start wanting to change their life. Then we've got to think, right, actions. What actions are you taking every single day to actually be a winner? What habits do you have? What routines do you have? What time are you waking up in the morning? What time are you going to bed? Where's your time, attention, energy, effort going every single day? Like, you got to think actions, right? Having the perfect plan, having all the self-development books, the most strategic layout of this amazing dream life you want to live, but you're doing fuck all with that, right? If you're not taking action, action's a verb, it means to do. You need to step into it, you need to start moving forward with it. Nothing's going to change, right? I've said this many, many times in a lot of my videos, but success loves speed, right? You got to move fucking fast. Because imagine I said to you, right? Imagine I said to you, fail. Failure equals good. Failure is very good. Imagine I said, you're only 30 failures away from achieving your dream life. How fast would you start failing? You'd fail forward so fucking fast that you would reach your dream life in a matter of months. A lot of guys' dream life is only about 6 months away of really hard graft. Like, you could build a 6-figure business in 6 months, have a ripping six-pack in 6 months, have an incredible girlfriend in 6 months, live abroad in 6 months. Everything that you maybe want, and maybe you're not like me, all of those things I've said, I have. But you can have all of that in about 6 months' time if you're willing to take the action required. But first, the beliefs have to be right, because if you don't believe you can do it, you never will. If you don't believe you ever look better, drop body fat, then you'll never do it. You want to change the belief systems so you can take the right actions. Then behaviours. This is one of the ones we really need to understand, right? Once you are crystal clear on what beliefs you need to embody every single day, the daily actions in which you're going to lead with, you need to be able to behave like that day in, day out, align with that day in, day out. Because you don't just wake up successful, you have to behave your way successful. The same way it would be if you were losing, right? You would behave like someone on the defense. I want to get you guys playing on the offense so hard that it's offensive, right? Because if you behave like a fat guy, right? If you're eating cakes every single day, you're boozing every single weekend, you're taking drugs, you're not doing any exercise, you're going to have the outcomes of a fat guy because you've behaved your way to that. If you behave like a 6-figure earner who is ripped year-round, that only communicates in a certain way, that protects his boundaries, has a great wake and sleep schedule, takes the right action, and believes in the right things, you therefore will behave your way to success. Behaviours, success. It's as simple as that. And then every single day, you can correlate all of your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, behaviours together so you're thinking clearly. Because your thoughts are different from your beliefs. Thoughts are the things that come to you, and they can only happen through what I call downloads. Are they positive thoughts or are they negative thoughts? That's why I'm such a big proponent on getting everyone into a very high frequency. Because your thoughts are different from my thoughts. You might have negative thoughts. What if it never works out? What if it never works out? Let me have a think here. What if it never works out? Do they think I'm lacking confidence? What are they going to say about my shoes? What are they going to say about my breath? Are my teeth straight enough? Like, when you overthink negative thoughts about what the external think over how you internally believe and see yourself or whatever else, then you're going to realize that you're only going to download negative thoughts. It's like being on the wrong radio station, the wrong frequency, and you're getting static rather than like house music, okay? If you want good quality thoughts, you need to align to the right frequency, okay? So when I'm driving around Bali in my scooter, I'm thinking, I'm a fucking G, I love my life, this is great, I love the path that I'm on, I love where I'm going, I've got a great physique, can't wait to go home and say Amy, can't wait to communicate with my clients today, oh, can't wait to post content today, this is going to be great, the sun is out, I've worked really, really hard to get those thoughts in, because I used to think a lot of bad stuff. I used to think it would never work out. I used to think that I'll have to play it safe this month, I might not get another client. Right? I used to think a lot of dark, bad thoughts because I hadn't rerouted the subconscious mind well enough. I hadn't dove deep enough into the deep, dark depths of who this guy can really be. And that's why once you have these components nailed, the beliefs, the actions, the behaviors, the thoughts, you can really just start transurfing reality. You can start bending it. You can start life maxing. You can escape this not to lose pattern, this absolute shithole to be in. It's just lame. It's just a lame place to be in. You know what? I know. I want you motherfuckers winning. I want you guys showing up every single day, ready to kick down some motherfucking doors, save the fair maiden, make some bank, look incredible doing it, and have a world-class life. Why? Because I fucking done it. And I'm nothing special, guys. I'm nothing fucking special. But this is how I think. This is how I now think, based upon all the self-development stuff I've done, building my belief systems, taking the right action, behaving in the right ways, and aligning myself to think properly. You've got to respect you, right? You have to be worth your weight in gold in your own eyes. You have to be able to look at yourself, man in the mirror every single day and say, do I even like this? And even if you're a work in progress, you're still downloading, guess what? That's fine. As long as you back yourself, because you can't operate from here, from fear. You can't operate from fear anymore. You got to love you, right? Because you can't love yourself. No one else is going to love you. If you can't love yourself, you're not going to align. If you can't love yourself, you're going to doubt yourself. You're not going to take the action, right? Think about someone that you love. Think about your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your girlfriend. You would do fucking anything for them. And if they were ever doubting themselves, didn't have the belief, you'd be like, of course you can do this. Remember, you done your masters. You smashed it. You were so good at it. All you need to do is, tweak this, get a PT, hire a coach, and you'll get in a bit more shape. And then, trust me, you just need to stop going out on the weekends as much. And then, yeah, maybe you shouldn't hang around with these negative people anymore. It's like, you already know what you need to do, but you're just not doing it. You're just not doing it because there's a few things going on, because you're in this kind of coasting bubble, this kind of playing not to lose thing. And I'll tell you what, if you continue staying there, guys, for longer than needs be, you're going to find yourself in a pretty dark, dangerous spot, not only in a year's time, because again, it's like a sliding scale, it does take a little while, but it compounds, right? It really does compound, and before you know it, you're going to be in a fucking bad spot, and it might take 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, or 4, but you're going to end up behaving your way into a life you never signed up for, a life you don't want to live. So always operate, guys, from a place of love. Always play to win. Make sure your thoughts, beliefs, actions, and behaviours are aligned only up. Remember, you've got everything that you could ever want already inside you. You just need to be in the right frequency to hear it, listen to your intuition, and get guided through the path of life, through taking the most dangerous course of action, taking the risk, starting the business, asking to get out, backing yourself and learning to love the man in the mirror. Guys, I will see you in the next one. Much love. Let's go. Let's get it. Come on.